this video is looking at how to calculate just some different statistics given some data for an economy and the definitions that we looked at on the previous explanations. So it says calculate the unemployment and labor force participation rate with the following data. We have unemployed 10 million, US population is 200 million, and employed is 90 million. So first, in order to calculate our labor force participation rate, we know that our labor force participation rate is the ratio of the individuals who are employed and unemployed over the total population that is of the right age and is not institutionalized and not in the military. And this is really the civilian labor force participation rate. So it's going to be unemployed plus employed over US population So we know that our unemployed is 10 million, our employed is 90 million, and our US population is 200 million. So 100 plus 90 is, 10 plus 90 is 100 divided by 200, and both of those are in millions, but it gives us a labor force participation rate of 50%. Now, for our unemployment rate, it's going to be the number who are unemployed over our labor force. And our unemployed is 10 million. Our labor force, we just said, was 100 million. So we have 10 over 100, which gives us 10% as our unemployment rate. Again, it's important when we're looking at this that, at least for these examples, this is our of age, non-institutionalized, non-military population, because otherwise we don't have the right information necessary to calculate. So we have one more example, and it says, what's our labor force participation rate? What is the unemployment rate? So again, our labor force participation rate is going to be our labor force over the population. But this time, our data actually gives us a few more details. It tells us that our total population is 600. And then not in the labor force is 110. And under age 16 or in the military or in an institution is 150. So we need to take into consideration that these individuals are not in our total population. Specifically, these individuals are not in our total population when looking at the labor force participation rate. So that means that our population that's of the right age to actually be considered part of the labor force is going to be 600 minus 150, which gives us 450. So then our labor force is going to be our unemployed plus our employed over our population. So we have 270 plus 70 divided by 450. And 270 plus 70 gives us 340 over 450, which gives us 75.56% as our labor force participation rate. Our unemployment rate is going to be the number of unemployed over the labor force. And we just said that our labor force was 340. Our unemployed is 70. So 70 over 340 gives us 20.59% as Bob Bill's unemployment rate.